In case you've completely managed to miss it, Zootopia Plus has finally arrived.
Yay!
This long-awaited kind of mini-series based off the obviously fantastic furry movie Zootopia arrived this week, delivering 6 special little episodes, only 10 minutes long, so not massively long.
About 12 minutes, but yeah, they were fantastically well.
Kind of giving us another look into the ongoing world of Zootopia, and they're all sort of set around the movie's timeline, so they're all kind of things that are going on in the city at the same time as the main story. And I just
perfectly fit together.
Really neat. The animation is fantastic.
Yeah, it really is.
And what we thought we were going to do is we're going to rate them. We're going to rank them from 6 to 1. So we're going to show our least favourite and our favourite. And I mean, spoiler alert, really.
I was going to say, if you haven't seen them, go see them. I'm sure you can find them in certain places, even if it's not on Disney Plus. Cough, cough.
That wasn't actually the spoiler alert I was going to go for, but that's actually a good spoiler alert, so we should have that. Yeah, like Theo just said, go watch it first.
Go watch them first. They're not that long.
Probably already watched it.
Oh my God, you want to.
But, spoiler alert really for this list is, even though we've got like a 6, something had to go last, they're all really good anyway. So, none of these are bad. So, please, if we don't like the one that you love, please don't take it personally. No. We had to pick. The Rodents Redentia.
So this one didn't really kind of hit it as well as some of the others.
Gel as well. It's a spin-off with the kind of looking at the. Is it the Shrews?
It's the Shrews, the Shrew Mafia gang, as it were. Basically, it's the little daughter that nearly gets killed.
It's kind of looking into her sort of. Well, her and her friends getting ready for her wedding.
Before she goes out shopping and nearly gets crushed. So.
Sort of cute. They've gone for kind of a look at the...
It's a reality TV sort of thing.
It's kind of like a reality TV show, kind of like the Real Housewives of Beverly
I think
Hills,
that was what kind of put us off, wasn't it?
Jersey Shores and that sort of shit. And I think, it was quite off-putting. It's not a style of program I like.
And
I know they're trying to be funny with it, and they're trying to be, they're trying to show these people as that, but in all honesty with you, it was just quite grating.
I think the problem is that the Shrew's voices are okay in short bursts.
Yeah, I mean, Frew's voice for 10 minutes.
10 minutes is almost impossible to understand after about 5.
You're going to be grabbing for that jar of ibuprofen before the end of this.
There were some funny characters in it, though. There were some
funny bits.
The mouse that was kind of derpy was kind of funny. The one that looked like she was wearing the 90s stuff.
Yeah, and it's got quite a sweet little message that, it was her friend from childhood who she should listen to all along.
Yeah.
That was quite nice. I'm not going to lie. But as far as these go... Not my favourite.
No, again, it fit well into the story, and there was an arc there as well.
But if I was rewatching the series, it's probably the one I would skip.
Yeah, I watched it twice for the record, and I did find it better on a second time round, but I don't think it's as good as any of the others. But hey,
if this is good, then they're only going to get better. Dinner Rush. Now, this was actually a really lovely story.
Yeah.
Even though it's clocking in at number 5, like we said before, they're all good. So this kind of focuses heavily on the sloths.
Yeah.
We do have a rather lovely otter.
It's a brand new character.
Desperately trying to get to her show of Gazelle.
Going to see Gazelle, yeah.
So, I was impressed that they,
which, of course, we all know is at the end of the film, which also ties into it. So it's perfectly well put together.
So obviously she's had a really good day at work, and there's lots of characters and backstories, and, I loved... There's a raccoon. I'm happy. There is a raccoon in Zootopia.
There is a raccoon and a tanuki in the background.
Yes, so there's
and of course we got the wolves as well.
We've got a raccoon and a tanuki together, so it covered both me and our camera bird, Reiter. We're both very happy.
Very happy. We had the wolf brothers in the background as well.
Yeah, so
sorry, not brothers, sorry, couple.
Lovely little backstory stuff in here. And I did love how at the end it kind of... she's in a rush to get to the gig, and she goes to the sloths in the fast car where they're pulled over by Judy and Nick, and that was
That's
really
the end
cool.
of the film, which
that slotted in so well. But I just felt like, as far as the other stories go, it just wasn't as ambitious and didn't kind of... It was a very one-set thing. It was good. It was a nice story. It was a lovely bit of emotion.
Again.
I just, I mean... yes, okay, it developed a couple of characters a little bit more, but nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing serious. It didn't really change anything, add anything new.
No, I think the problem with Flash is he's a very one-note character of.
It's a one.
He's slow. We get it, and it kind of just gets annoying.
And it gets a bit repetitive, I think, if you're going to look at it through those sorts of eyes. So I just didn't feel this one was funny or as exciting as maybe some of the other ones are.
But the Otter's definitely got some fans, including myself.
Yeah. No, the Otter.
She was very cute.
And again, raccoons. Thank you.
And a raccoon, yeah.
Duke, the musical. Now, this one I was very apprehensive about. When I saw the title of it, I went, this is
it's an interesting one.
A 10-minute episode that's basically musical. So basically, Duke is fed up with necessarily being kind of the downtrodden, hated, disliked, and everything.
Because he's considered the bad guy all the time.
And then he kind of goes in a bit of a musical number where he sings about doing.
Well, basically wants to aspire to be a successful businessman.
A corrupt one. I've noticed. He was a corrupt businessman. I mean,
well, he was corrupt, I suppose.
He sang about taking that goat's kidney.
So basically, capitalism.
Basically, yeah.
Capitalism, the song.
It's a really funny song. There's some lovely little visuals in it. There is a raccoon. There is a raccoon in one
There
of
is
the
a raccoon again in the background.
So, you can see the quantity of raccoon with these ratings of these. Yeah. It's a really nice song. It's quite catchy.
Yeah. And they got the original voice actor in as well. In fact, all of them reprised their roles amazingly.
They're all back.
We honestly didn't think they did.
But, it's a really nice song. The ending is actually really funny on this one. Where there's that crash. It's like, oh, I'm going to be good. I'm going to help this person across the road. Then they get run over by a truck.
And then hit by a truck.
And then he's like, oh,
or money truck.
And he's like, you'll be fine. He runs off with the cash. So, very on character. So, it didn't really change too much about him, but it did give us a little bit more depth to Duke Weasel.
And it ties into the film as well. So, they all do, really.
We now know a bit more about him. It ties into the film. And it's a really lovely little musical
number.
And
a lot of people like the song, and I'm waiting for that to be played at a lot of conventions.
Well, it sits in the middle of our list here, doesn't it, really, at number 4.
That makes sense.
And it kind of sits in the middle of the Disney series on there. Yeah. It's about halfway through, and it's nice to have this kind of musical interlude.
It is, and it was very well put together. It's like we didn't get in Zootopia, really.
Yeah, no, so that was a good one. I like that one. Right, so this is an interesting one because I
like this one because this is pure backstory.
Yes, so this actually does give us a bit more backstory to the film. It's basically set at that wedding that we see towards the end of the movie.
Which again ties into the other one.
With the mafia. And basically it's him telling the story of how he came to build Little Redemption.
Zootopia, yeah.
So we now understand where Little Redemption came from.
Yep.
We understand some of their struggles.
Yep.
And it's a lovely, lovely experience in character building. And
amazing.
In all honesty with you, I feel like this one should be higher than 3, but the other two are just so much better than this.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely say the next
one.
Well,
yeah, this is the thing. I will probably say it about the same as the next one, but...
Yeah, but it's got lovely bits, and it's got some lovely characters. We get to see lots of bears, so,
lots of bears.
Lots of yay bears.
Lots of yay bears.
Some great polar bears.
This one's probably the most ambitious as well, because this is set in a different timeline, or different times
yes, it is, isn't it?
So they had to kind of redress all the sets to make it look like 40s kind of look.
I love
amazingly well
the
put
joke
together.
That they go across to the new world, and
which is just a stream.
Basically, and then towards later, they just pick them up and move them over to bring their family over.
That's really cute.
It's really quite cute little scene. Again, interesting villain here.
Yeah, that's true.
A new character, I think, there.
Yeah, it was a new character,
Probably about the biggest part for a new character in this, the Rhino.
Yeah.
Really nice. Really like this one.
And again, a good story in a way. Like no matter how big you are, fight against your bullies and you'll win.
Touching. Obviously, we do know that from what he did there, he turned into a world of organised crime, so it's not all good.
It's weird.
There's a bit of a message underneath there, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say anything, but it's unfortunately very true.
It's like, that was basically, they were all helping him fund his criminal enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, those desserts did look tasty, so that we can let them off for that.
They really did.
Okay, number 2, Hop on Board. Now, I possibly would have put this in 3, but this rabbit next to me
I don't know what you mean. It may have boosted this up to the next one.
In fairness,
come on. I'm not going to lie. Judy's parents are an adorable couple.
It was a lovely story.
So beautifully realised, and it's nice to see more of them because I'm not going to lie, they're the most wholesome couple ever.
But it's the first story in the series, obviously. It's a great starting point, and it was a good tone to set for the series. So, obviously, when the little baby rabbits get stuck on the train, I mean, in fairness, I could argue they've got a shit ton more of them.
Yeah, yes, well, hey, look, excuse me, mister.
Rabbit.
That's not how it works, okay?
He says he's got a rabbit character anyway, but, so basically, it's a nice story. It's kind of a chase story, isn't it? Really?
It is. Basically, it's more of an action-based thing. And again, they get to reuse a lot of the stuff for the intro with
we get to
the
see
train.
That in a little bit more detail, which is nice.
Although
I did raise one massive question here.
Yes.
Right? Given that they were able to chase the train with the rabbit, and it didn't take all that long, why didn't they just drop Judy off? Your daughter's going into the big city for a new job and that.
Because she was doing it on her own.
Yeah,
it was meant to be
we assume they dropped her at the station,
Yeah.
Because it was a long journey. It clearly wasn't, because they managed to make it themselves, right? So they could have just drove her there.
It probably cost them a lot in petrol.
Apartment, Judy, good luck in your new job, and then drove home. Like parents dropping you off for university. Yeah?
Yeah, but I think the idea was that Judy wanted to do it on her own, because she's an independent rabbit.
She could have done it from her own... from the other side. They just did, and they wouldn't have needed the chase. So, semantics, people, semantics.
Also, at the very end of this thing, I don't know if anybody noticed, a very, very adult joke that was, kind of dropped in that I've obviously kind of snuck past the censors, which I thought was amazingly funny. And, I don't even you got it on your second time.
I didn't notice it.
You didn't notice until I pointed it out. So, yeah, if you know what that is, put it in the comments below, because, anyway, right.
You know what's going to happen is we're going to get people commenting, I didn't see it.
Well, in which case I might put it in the comments myself.
Permission to bop Theo with a toon mallet if no one finds it. Number one, of course, has to be...
Oh, this was obvious.
The episode of Clawhauser.
Clawhauser's episode was...
Why didn't I write the name down?
That's a good point. You didn't write the name down.
Apologies, I don't know what the name of it is. It's on screen now.
I feel
I feel really stupid doing that. Why did I not write... right, anyway. This is pure fan service.
This was almost fourth wall breaking.
I was going to say it doesn't really add anything to the story. No, it does add to the story, because it really kind of solidifies the kind of relationship.
Well, the fact that Clawhauser has a massive thing for
Well, yeah, and Bogo, but it solidifies their relationship further.
It's true.
The idea
That's a one-way relationship.
Is basically... Clawhauser dreams that Gazelle is having a talent competition audition. He needs a partner. He lies to get some backup. Chief turns up, gets a little bit annoyed that there isn't actually a crime happening.
Yeah.
Clawhauser does a dance number, flops spectacularly, but don't worry, he is saved at the end.
By Bogo. It was at this point during the episode, I'm like, this doesn't seem real. This is probably a dream.
And it was.
But then after that, we have a gratuitous, 4 minutes of some of the gayest looking things I've ever seen.
And then it ends with it.
In Disney.
It ends with it, of course, being a dream, which we expected. However,
it then links into Bogo.
It links into the end because Bogo is watching it himself, and you can tell that there's a bit of, a moment
that
between
scene
the two,
in the original film.
And that's actually really sweet. So.
And again, Clawhauser is a massive, massive, massive fan character. So.
Yes, and of course we got to see Bogo with glitter.
Oh boy!
He liked that.
And wings.
And he liked it. He enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
He enjoyed it. So, don't take that away from him.
Oh boy, that was so...
a bit of fan service there for us all. But it was actually
Pure.
a really, really lovely little
Pure
story.
fan service.
And normally I'd go quite harsh on something for being a dream because it's kind of like cliche.
Yeah.
But you know what? No, because they extended it beyond that dream, I'm happy to give them a pass. And because
absolutely.
I just love Clawhauser, this gets the number one spot.
And they got Gazelle.
Yeah, she was back.
She was back.
Shakira was back, yeah.
Shakira was back.
Yeah,
I can't believe
she had about 4 lines.
To be fair, that was probably a 5-second phone call job, but even so, that was amazing to get all that in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, someone out there might know. Did she actually record anything new, or did they just reuse stuff from the film?
I don't think so.
I don't know. It's always hard to tell.
Nowadays, you could use AI. But...
Yeah. So I mean, that's obviously how we've ranked them.
Yeah.
I mean, you might disagree. You might agree with us. I'm curious to know what ones you said were the best, and what ones you'd kind of leave on the cutting room floor, and what would you like to see more of, and what characters deserve to get.
I mean, we know these are expensive. We know these will take time.
We want another series.
We want more.
But I want to hear what you liked anyway and what you didn't like. I'm interested. How does your list compare with ours? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video though, please do click that like button, ring that shiny notification bell if you haven't already, to find out when new videos drop every week. And of course be sure to click that subscribe button and share this video with friends, why not? See if they agree with our lists too. Always interesting to see. If you want to support us further, there's a link to our Patreon below, as well as our merchandise store as well, where you can get Shadow Raccoon and Theodore Rabbit t-shirts too, just in time for Christmas.
Yep.
And we'll probably be having some sort of Black Friday sale too, so do keep an eye out for that. There'll be a discount code.
It's that time of year.
I'm Shadow Raccoon.
And I'm Theodore Rabbit.
And we'll see you next time. Bye everyone.
Bye.